Hey guys, welcome back to Saharamovies. I'm Lydia and I'm your host for today. If you are new to this channel, kindly subscribe for more videos and more updates. So today we'll take a look at Money Heist. If you're a fan of Money Heist, then at least you should know some things about them, every gist of information about Money Heist. So Money Heist was created by Alex Pina, and it has another name called Lacasadepapel, which means the house of paper. Initially, Money Heist was a Spanish television heist crime drama series, meaning they used to show it on Spanish television before it was released worldwide for me in Ghana to have access to it. And it was in two parts, that's like the season 1 and season 2, a complete 2 parts with 15 episodes on the Spanish network. And they showed this from the 2nd of May through to 23rd of November 2017. But later, Netflix acquired a global streaming rights in the latter part of 2017. So they later globalized the film on the 20th of December, and it became a worldwide film. So on the 20th of December 2017, they released the film worldwide as season 1, followed by the second part, season 2, on the 6th of April 2018. So this is how come Money Heist became so popular. So it was released 2017 and 2018. But the latter part of 2018 was mind-blowing, that everyone was talking about it, how the heist eventually escaped. In this episode of my Money Heist review, I'll take a look at the background, the casting, the filming, and the music. But in this episode, I'll focus on the background and the casting, and then in another one, I'll focus on the filming and the music, so it doesn't become so long and so boring. So after the season 2 was released, people were talking about it. A lot of people wanted a season 3, a lot of people to watch it again, like they wanted something from it. So it was later that Alex Pina decided to do a season 3, and it was released on the 19th of July 2019. In the season 2, everything was complete, they escaped with the money. But season 3, they brought new ideas in it, that one of the cast in it, got arrested by the police, so they had to save them. They didn't plan for a season 3 initially. They actually did a season 3 because it had a lot of positive critics from people. That is how come Alex Pina created another season 3. And part 4 was also released on the 3rd of April 2020. That's just recently. And in the part 4, it is most likely, or it is a must, that they will have to do a part 5 of it, because they didn't escape from the Bank of Spain. In the season 1 and 2, the first 2 parts, they robbed the Royal Mint of Spain in Madrid, and in season 2, they went into another platform assault on the Bank of Spain. So we know that they are going to do a season 5, and we should expect it somewhere in 2021. Yes. And in the casting, people actually talk about Professor, how he's too good, how he's too good for the job, he's just perfect, he thinks before everything happens. There's a history about Professor Alvaro Morte. Yes, there's a history about Alvaro Antonio Garcia Morte. In short, Alvaro Morte. He's a Spanish actor. Initially, the role of Professor was supposed to be given to an older looking person. Yes, and they were looking at someone ranging between 50 years old, so that the person will fit such position to be intelligent enough for that job. Because if you take a young person, some people will be thinking, how did this young man know about all this idea? We're looking into actors to give that position to, but it was told that most of them are starring in other films, so they decided to go all the way to Alvaro Morte, that's the professor. So coming to the aspect of Berlin or Pedro Alonso, who in the film was a cold, hypnotic, sophisticated, and disturbing character. Yes, it was obvious, especially in the Royal Mint. He was causing problems before he died. So he dying was actually good news for some people because he was causing problem at the Royal Mint of Spain. So when they gave the scripts to Pedro Alonso to see the characters they expect to see in him whilst he's acting, they found out that he was an unconventional and unpredictable character behavior. He had that behavior in him. When you watch the series, you realize that Berlin and Professor were close enough. They looked like relatives, like they were close enough. Among the heist, there was Berlin and Professor that were so close. The family connections between the Professor and Berlin were not in the original script. Yeah, so people would think that, oh, okay, they were supposed to act like families. No, that wasn't in the original script, but were built into the characters' backstory at the end of part 1 after Morty and Alonso had repeatedly proposed to do so. That was when Alex Pina allowed them because they proposed to act like they had family connections. The producers found the protagonist and narrator, obviously Tokyo, among the hardest characters to develop here because it wasn't easy developing Tokyo to act like that. Maybe that wasn't how she originally is. And they were looking for an older actress to play the character who so that it would be like she has nothing to lose meeting the professor. Yes, an older character will want to join the heist because she has nothing to lose, whether she's caught or not. She has nothing to lose. Then Tokyo or Ursula eventually landed the role of bringing a playful energy to the table. Her voice was heavily factored in during casting, as she was the first voice the audience hears in the show. So her voice wasn't a timid voice. Her voice wasn't something to scare us. Her voice wasn't like she, even though they expected an older person, Tokyo was perfect enough for them. So that's how come Tokyo joined the heist and became the narrator. Now let's go to ha 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 Denver. Denver is the hallmark of laughter during the casting process. So in October 2018, Netflix announced the cast of Part 3 and then they included Pedro Alonso. Do you get it? So they included Berlin in the cast when they announced it in October 2018 to raise speculations about his role in Part 3. So Berlin in Part 2, who was shot constantly till death, we see him in Part 3 as part of the cast. We were actually confused whether he actually died or he didn't die. So after they came back, they were told that they'll be doing a Part 3. And in the Part 3, we saw a lady called Tatiana. She came in 2 episodes in Part 3. That alone raised fan and media speculation about her role. So that's all for now on background and casting on Money Heist today. We'll continue another time on the filming and the music. So stay tuned. Don't forget to subscribe. Stay safe and stay home. Once again, I'm Lydia and bye.